ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナモ阿弥陀仏、ナマンダー、ナマンダー、ナマンダー、ナマンダー。
Yeah. Please put your hand together in Hagio. When a person realizes the mind of non-discrimination, that attainment is the state of regarding each being as one only child. This is Buddha nature. We awaken to it on reaching the land of peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Happy Sunday as a Labor Day. The corona infection is causing another lockdown. We are again in the state of the caged bird. So let's consider the relationship between Buddha and us is in our daily lives. The most newly development thing coming out of this corona, this corona pandemic infection is probably the virtual space that depend on the computer. When listening on my computer, I feel as if I'm talking face to face to my congregation. This is you used it. You may be slandered by a stranger due to interference. It can be double-edged sword. So be careful. That's why I want to express myself with the eyes of my heart, the eyes of my heart, rather than being overwhelming by daily information. What are the eyes of the heart? It might be said that we do not live alone. We are all interdependent and we are all supported by each other. It is a way to see and understand, depend on organization, depend on origination. And that's that is the Buddha is our teacher. Book says that's one. The most important thing in this world, when you eat a meal, are you grateful for your food? Have you ever thought about where your food comes from? Meat and fish used to be living beings before they ended up on your plate. Even fruit and vegetables are all alive at one point. Because they are alive, they grew up nice and big. You need to eat every day in order to grow up too. When you eat, you are receiving life from your food. Not only you, but all creatures on this planet depend on each other to live. There is nothing more important than life. It's important to remember that you only have one chance in this life. So that's why in this world we're living, let us have the gratitude for everyone and everything around us. You know, the most beautiful and modest, humble, and thankful word in Japanese is probably okage-sama. This kage has two meanings, shade and shadow. The shade, shade suggests to take a rest in the shade of tree. When I conducted enormous service at the graveyard. I may feel hot when there is no shade. So I'm grateful when there is a shade. Another meaning of Hage, shadow, is when you are illuminated by the light of the sun or moon. Your figure casts a shadow, which means that you become more aware of yourself. This shows our shade of mind. As a person whose karmic evil is deep and grave, and whose blind passion abounds. Therefore, Shinran Shonin pointed out, quotation, foolish being, we are full of ignorance and blind passion. Our desires are countless, and anger, wrath, jealousy, and envy are overwhelming, rising without pause. To the very last moment of life, they are not cease or disappear or exhaust themselves. Quotation. It is to see with the heart. In addition, we see our dependent origin, our interdependence, with the eyes of our wisdom. And it is the eye of our heart that see our love. As Helen Keller mentions, quotation, the best and beautiful thing in this world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt. The relationship between Amida and me sees all sentient beings as an only child. This is Amida's great compassion. Excuse me for my personal matter. I have a daughter who has a grandchild for us now. When she was in the second grade of elementary school, she was very selfish and careful. After she hurried home from school, she pushed down her younger brother, who was 2 years old, and went to the bathroom. When she came out, I asked her, why did you push your brother away? She said, he was in the way. So I scolded her and told her that she needs to show more considerations for other people. Now she has a child who is 1.5 years old. The other Sunday, my daughter gave us a Zoom call and said, now Chi-chan, her daughter's name, Chi-chan is tired, felt exhausted, and her body temperature was 108 degrees. What if she had a corona infection? And today is a Sunday. What should I do? She was about to start crying. So Grandma said, pull yourself together, hold her hand together, tight, and say, don't worry. Then sleep alongside your baby. The next day, daughter called and said, Chi-chan, get well. In this way, she had been worried and affection for her own child as if she was only child. We can say that I love my child. It is the eye of our heart that see our love. That's why they say that there may be 100 million mothers, but no greater mother than my mother. There may be 100 million mothers, but no greater mother than my mother. So let's listen to Buddha's great compassion and put your hand together and say the Nembutsu of Namo. Okay. Please put your hand together in that. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida. Namanda. Namanda.